Okay, well, here's my third time trying this video. Um, all right, let's talk about what a footprint looks like. So the composition of this chart that you see in here that I shared with you this morning was a 5-minute chart that you can change to whatever you want. When you click on the candles here, it'll tell you the composition of the chart. Two ticks, manual, delta. That's for the ES. That's what we're looking at this morning. POC is yellow. I have this area highlighted in here, stack levels 3. And, I slow down here so you can see specifically the settings of that area. It's the only thing that I change once when I double click on the bar. Chart is 2 minutes on the right, and here is 30 minutes on the left. So let's focus here on the right side. According to the zone setups, which I'm going to explain in a few seconds, but first I want you to look at the bar. So when you zoom out, you'll be able to see numbers in here. So we talked about the colors, red and green, and POC right here. Everywhere you see yellow is POC. This is a candle. The total volume was 16,000 contracts. The buy and the sell difference is the delta. Okay, so let's just crunch that out. You see how those numbers disappear. These numbers are still showing. Again, this is a two tick candle here. All right, so according to the zones, we're supposed to buy the break of when a candle closes above it. We're supposed to set up an order on top of the zone. Here, this probably, for most of us, this trade will have not triggered for most of us, because from the top here, even though you see two POCs here, from here we'll have used a point, so we 13. This candle never got to 13, so hey, unfortunately our order didn't trigger in there. So our order comes back and triggers over here. So it just happens that the size of this candle here is 11 points. So this is the 11 points that you have been using for, technically speaking, a stop loss. So we're entering here, and you have been taken out right around here. So you lost that trade. You're basically down $550 at this point. It's the beginning of your day. Not good. Not a good feeling. You're down $550. But JD tells me that we need to take all the setups that present itself if we're using a trading strategy and we're using statistics on our favor. So we have to stay focused with execution. That's all we're focusing on. It's execution. Okay, so let me wait now. Oh, I see another candle closing here. Notice how this candle did not close below the zone. It closed inside the zone. Okay, so now we're back to square one. Rinse and repeat. So this candle closes above it. So guess what I'm doing? I'm taking an order right here. So 59.12, 59.13. That's 1 point. All right, JD, I'm going to try it again because you told me this thing works. Okay, so take that point. I'm going to move the stop loss from here to here. Oh, man, I'm in drawdown again. Oh, this trade sucks. I'm 4 points in drawdown. Here we go again, another stop loss. So you're down 200 and you're sweating. Okay, your stop is right here. And then your entry triggers right here. Let me move this. Let's see where we enter right here. Let me move this straight here. All right, so I'm down 11 points. Okay, so you know what? Technically speaking, me personally, guys, I like to get to break even for the day. I don't like being down. So let's just say, for example, I take this trade here and I get 11 points in profits, and I feel pretty good about it. So I like to get back to even. So let me just do 11 because that's what I lost. Do 12 points there. Yeah, so I don't like being red. So there you go. Here's your 12 points right here. So, I'm out right here. Okay, now I'm back to even for the day. So I'm technically even for the day, no damage. Okay, so let me just get rid of that trade because it closed right there. Then the same setup repeats itself here. I got a candle close up here. All these candles are close above the zone. Comes back and retests my entry once again. I'm using the same 11 points. And I'm using, okay, so I'm resetting. So if I'm risking 11, I'm looking for 33. Or I'm looking for the next zone above it. What just happened, the next zone above it is right there. We already traded to the next zone. See where the candle got here? See the imbalance, the stack imbalance that I was telling you about? That's where the sellers showed up. And guess what our candle got to? It got to this stack imbalance right here. And from there, sold back down. See it? I told you that was going to come into play at some point. So now, here we go here. So trade triggers right here. It goes up. Got to the London zone. Do a little consolidation here for like a minute. POC towards the bottom. Boom. It just takes off. Once it's here, I'm looking for 33 points of the next zone up. So I'm looking for this zone here, which is the 6 o'clock zone. And it just happens to be 30-something points. The moment you see a stack imbalance, okay, like this, see how it repeated here? And NinjaTrader does not have the stack imbalances like this. It doesn't show them like this. There's only a couple of platforms that I know. So this seed right here, stack imbalance. See this one here, stack imbalance. Don't get out of the trade because that means aggression. Here, if I took a long here and I saw this, I'm going to stay in because I'm seeing that buyers are getting aggressive or sellers are closing positions. And see how the stack imbalance here, stack imbalance over here. Boom, we just hit our target. 1 through 3 risk reward. It says it right here. Then we keep going, we keep going, we keep going. Boom, stack imbalance here. Boom, stack imbalance right here. See how this candle went up, came back down, hit the stack imbalance, and it just kept going back up. Boom, another imbalance. Boom, another imbalance. Boom, another imbalance. Boom, another imbalance. Don't get out. Another imbalance. Another imbalance. Imbalance here from sellers. POC towards the top, not good. Imbalance set up. You know what? Let me close my trade. Because from there, guess what we got? Let's say you didn't get out here. You got a second chance right here to get out. Because now the cycle is repeating itself to the downside. This candle went up, hit the stack imbalances, and boom, back down. This one did not get hit. That would have been a great trade. Let's see if it got hit later in the game. It did, but it left some stack imbalances on the top. And that was late in the game anyways. So no one cares about this point, but look how it comes and hits the stack imbalances. See, this is very important to understand. See that? That's from 1106. All those stack imbalances come into play all the time. Excuse me for 1 second.